And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Aimed beyond the defence. Pedri. Saliba. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Araujo. And it's Pedri. Rashford. Pedri. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Lewandowski touches it back. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal, and he was quick to react. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nicely shaped ball. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Almost an hour gone. And here's Dani Olmo. And that was very necessary. Now it's Marino. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. Rice, who's set up 1 goal so far. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. João Cancelo. Pedri. And it's Cancelo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to pass it through. Might be dangerous. And a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
A case now of complete control. It's a searching pass. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Pass somewhat off target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Rashford. He's had it taken off him. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now that looks a decent ball. That looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Timber cuts out the pass.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Ødegaard. Koundé spots it, and... oh, they could be caught out here! Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's picked it up out wide. So what can they make of this? So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for the lead. And he's kept it out. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
João Cancelo. And this is Lewandowski. Pass is just off target. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Lewandowski. Shot, surely! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. De Jong. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And it's Merino. Now he's got space here. Well, played right into his path. Koundé, looking for a runner, dink through. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Played into space, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That looks a good ball through. That's going to go a long way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rice. Now it's Havertz. Yamal. Not much subtlety about that challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rashford. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Merino. He's had it taken off him. And here's Ødegaard.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ødegaard. It's a good spell of possession, this. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Rice. Cleared without complication. And they're quick to get it back. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And they're back on the ball again. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. De Jong. Yamal. Now it's Rashford. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, shapes to shoot! Ødegaard. Merino.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Looking for options for movement. Oh no, that was never going to make it. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Picked out brilliantly. Havertz! That's really well cleared. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Merino. That's an imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's De Jong. He's a sharp little ball here. That's tidy. And he's found the way past. This looks promising.
Rashford really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Yamal. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Al Kubasi is there to clear. Timber. Merino.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lewandowski being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
En el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 2. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el
Deftly
dorsal
away.
11, el dorsal 6.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Cambio de jugadores.
Madueke running with the ball. Madueke. Gabriel Jesus. And the finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Rashford. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now this could be...
It's Rashford!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Rashford clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
And here's Jesus. Gabriel Jesus touches it back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Eze could move up a gear here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, good spread. Zubimendi. Lewis Skelly. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Arsenal really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Rashford.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Rashford. Balde. Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. Now it's Rafinha. Calafiori with a fine tackle.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Eze. Gabriel Jesus. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Yamal. Oh, that's nice. De Jong threads one in, strokes it back, and here's Rashford. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. That's an imaginative pass, and that's a dangerous... Havertz! It's a loose ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Played into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's there to clear it. De Jong. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's intervened well there. De Jong. Now it's Rashford. Can he get on the end of this? So much time and space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rashford. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Back into the middle. It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Havertz is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
De Jong flashes it across. Calafiori getting this one clear. Yamal wins the duel this time. Ødegaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's come to nothing. Araujo gets rid without sophistication. Ødegaard stood his ground strongly. Timber's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Rice. Oh, important interception. Yamal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Half an hour played now. That pass has been well intercepted. João Cancelo. Rashford. Played into space out wide. De Jong. Eric Garcia. And Araujo. Kubasi. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's De Jong. And Yamal. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And it's Rashford. That has been slung wide. Aimed beyond the defence. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Lewandowski! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Koundé, Eric Garcia, Koundé, Yamal, and it's Koundé. This is De Jong, Eric Garcia, and it's De Jong. Kubasi.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And Araujo. Eric Garcia. And it's De Jong. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for options for movement. That is a great pick out. Havertz! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He is just caressing the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kubasi. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, it's a great ball here. That has been knocked clear. And it's Rashford. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Corner number 2 then.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 6. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, well played, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
João Cancelo. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rashford.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Deftly away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zubimendi and Gabriel Jesus. Tries to play it through. De Jong.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's Pedri.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Araujo calmly anticipates. Oh no, what has happened here? And it's Rice. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Pedri. Oh, they could break here. And he's picked out the run.
Might want to be careful there.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Cambio de jugadores.
De Jong. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Rashford.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Eze. Rashford. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pedri. 2 minutes to be added on. Timber has created one goal already. Calafiori. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.